Ladies and gentlemen, hey, hi, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. We've got Season 2 on the horizon for Modern Warfare 3 and Warzone 2, but most recently with Season 1 Reloaded and the major title update that we saw associated with that, we've seen a bunch of new leaks for future content and future updates surface. Some of these we've already covered in previous videos, ranging from weapons to various different features that could be coming up. But today we've got even more gameplay updates and content updates that have leaked recently, primarily via Semtex leaks over on Twitter, and it teases some very interesting updates, some of which are fantastic news. Some are probably going to be a little bit surprising. So, all right, well, we're going to start first with post-edit Zach here. While we do have a bunch of new leaks to discuss, likely relevant to Season 2, earlier on today, we also got our very first Season 2 reveal and teaser as well. So Call of Duty posted over on Twitter, Hunt to Survive, face the Horde in Season 2 of Warzone and Modern Warfare 3 coming February 7th. The first image that we see is just a brand new ghost skin. Honestly, it looks pretty clean. It's got like a topographic sort of style across it. The second image, though, is definitely the more significant one. It obviously shows Fortune's Keep in the background. We already know that's confirmed. But then we get a look at the ghost skin yet again. And on the right, clear as day, we've got Rick Grimes. So the Walking Dead leaks that we've covered previously is in fact true. Those are coming to fruition. We're going to see this sort of Walking Dead crossover with Call of Duty 4 Season 2. We also have some other operator leaks to break down towards the end of the video. But yeah, official announcement today for Season 2 in general. We should see more info in the coming days. But for now, let's get back into the other gameplay details and leaks that have surfaced. Initially, as always, when it comes to leaks, I just want to preface this every time we talk about them just to temper expectations to a certain extent. At the end of the day, as it stands, these are just leaks. These are just rumors, so don't treat these as 100% confirmation or 100% certainty that all of this stuff is going to come to the game at any point in time. With Season 2, with Season 2 Reloaded, Season 3, so on and so forth. Things could always be updated, altered, scrapped in any way, shape, or form, so just keep that in mind as we're moving through all the information here today. But initially, we're starting with some pretty positive news for multiplayer content. Obviously, with every single new season, multiplayer's got its specific content updates. So far, it's primarily been in the form of new 6v6 maps. Season 1 introduced a couple of 6v6 maps. Season 2 is going to introduce at least 3 more new 6v6 maps. But it also appears that in the coming seasons, again, could be Season 2, Season 3, we're going to see even more new war maps debut as well. Some of the modes we can sort of expect standard things for, like Gunfight will get new maps, 6v6 will get new maps, Ground War is going to get some new maps. It's also pretty solid news that apparently right now, there's 3 different war maps or war operations in development according to Semtex leaks. They say the devs are currently working on 3 new war maps slated to release sometime this year. It's Operation Avalanche, Operation Exodus, and Operation Kuzka. Hopefully I'm saying that right. One of them will revolve around a convoy you must escort and protect to a dedicated location. One will revolve around a team being given a list of specialist targets they must eliminate while the other team has to defend them. Then one will revolve around the last objective being a base of hostages with valuable intel. One team is trying to save the hostages whilst the enemy team tries to take them and exfil via the helicopters. So definitely like a sort of different style of gameplay. Obviously this takes place on a much larger scale map than 6v6 usually would, so it's a much bigger experience and sort of evolves over the course of an entire game rather than 10 seconds into a match you have the A flag in domination, they've got the C flag, and it's 8 minutes 10 minutes of going back and forth there. Definitely a much different gameplay experience overall, and we should see several unique updates to the war mode in specific as time goes on. We also have some new leaks for some apparent quests within Warzone. I imagine that a lot of these are likely going to end up being some kind of Easter egg tie-in, maybe, because like the main true quest that we've seen in Warzone, really the only main quest that we've seen is of course the Champions Quest, the nuke challenge, right? These I don't feel like would fall under that same umbrella. All we have currently is the code names for these quests and for these missions, so it doesn't give us all that much information, but it does indicate that a lot of potential Easter eggs or little gameplay, like fun mechanics, I guess, could be coming. So apparently the newly updated game file strings indicate that we'll be getting various different quest updates in Season 2, including ones by the name of Dragon, Vault, Hallway, Locked Room, Cursed, Race, and Sandbox. Now, like I said, all we get are these string names, and they're pretty ambiguous at that. Dragon could have something to do with, fire rounds on a shotgun, or it could have something to do with like a little Easter egg. Vault kind of reminds me of something like what we had back with the bunkers on Warzone 1 on Verdansk. I really wish we'd see more like fun Easter eggs and tie-ins like that, because that was always something really cool to see evolve over the course of time back in the day. But yeah, we could potentially be seeing some cool map updates and like hidden Easter eggs, really, I feel like is what these are going to be within Season 2 in specific. That's what the files would be referencing there. Now, quick reminders, we are continuing on with all the leaks and all the rumors here today. If you guys are new to the channel, you want to guarantee that every single day you are up to date with news, updates, patch notes, meta breakdowns, all things going on in COD. This is the place to be, so feel free to hit that subscribe button and turn on those post notifications. And if you enjoy the video, do me a favor, drop a like on it. It is always really appreciated, and it does really help the channel grow. Now, this next bit of information is stemming from various different data miners over on Twitter. It's sort of been something that's been floating around for a while now, and it seems like every new major title update that we see, more files are added to reference various things regarding this. You may recall that back during Warzone, during the Caldera era, we had Operation Monarch, which was the Kong vs Godzilla event in Warzone. Probably one of the craziest events that we've seen in Warzone, and honestly, I thought the LTM was pretty cool, and we got some really cool like operator skins and blueprints from that event as well. Well, it appears that with the new Godzilla movie that's dropping this year, I think it's coming up here in just a couple of months, we may be seeing a new Kong vs Godzilla event in game, or another Kong vs Godzilla event in game. There's been various different finishing moves that have been linked to an event like this. Like we had the super throw one back in Vanguard and Caldera, where you pick up an enemy and you just launch them into oblivion, right? There's various other finishing moves that are referencing that in other files that would indicate that potentially, again, it's just leaks, so this could be leftover stuff that just happened to make it into the files, but we very well may be seeing another Kong and Godzilla event in game, and it would line up considering a new movie is dropping for that whole cinematic universe this year. So something to keep an eye on for sure. I think it would be cool, but also it's weird that we've already seen one boys event. We're now seeing another one that just happened these past couple of weeks, and we've already seen a Kong vs Godzilla event. We might be getting another one of these. I would like to see some innovation, but at the same time, if they're cool events, I'm all down for cool events at the end of the day, right? And then lastly here, when it comes to new leaks, it does appear we've seen even more information revealed in regards to what could be some more Season 2 operators. We've already talked previously about Lastwell likely being the main operator for Season 2. She obviously has pretty significant tie-ins to the campaign and the overall storyline here. But we do also have 3 other code names listed for potential Season 2 operators, and that's going to be Cal, Judo, and Bike. Now, those, like I said, are likely just code names, so their in-game real names will probably be something different, but this would indicate that we are going to end up seeing 4 new operators debut throughout Season 2 potentially. So obviously one would be included in the Battle Pass, 1 or 2 potentially within the Battle Pass, and then the others available through various different store bundles a bit later on into the future. But overall, some rather peculiar leaks and rumors for some upcoming more short-term content with Season 2, but also some potential more long-term content as well that we'll have to keep our eyes out for. Of course, if we see any reveals with the upcoming roadmap and announcements for Season 2 that include this stuff, that would be direct confirmations, but it's also quite possible that with the Season 2 update, the game files will be updated with that yet again with whatever title updates associated with that patch, and we'll see even more leaks and even more stuff surface via data mined files and whatnot. So we'll have to see if any of this stuff continues to be built on within the game files or it's officially revealed. You guys already know that when we do see any new announcements, reveals, or leaks surface, I'll be covering them in full detail right as they happen. So stick it here for that alongside everything else going on in the world of Call of Duty by hitting that subscribe button. And if you enjoyed this video, do me a favor and drop a like on your way out. But once again, thank you so much for tuning in. And until next time, take it easy, have an awesome rest of your day, and I'll catch you later. Peace out.